G'day, Steve here, Woodworking Masterclass, and I said I'll show you how to rip this bit of timber down without using the saw. I've spoken in previous videos about plough planes and this particular one here, which is called a Stanley 45. A lot of the pieces I don't have in there at the moment because I don't require them. And what I've got is a 1/4 inch bit in the blade, in the plane. And I've set that, so it's just going to be a nice cut. And I've set the fence just over 50 mil, or just over 2 inches. This timber is 20 mil thick. So I'm going to set the depth on the plane at about 9.5. Okay, now that's just under 10 mil. I'm going to put this in the tail vise. Start at one end and plane. Now that we're halfway through, spin it over. And do the same again on the other side. Now if you have a look at that, there's not much holding that together. You could, if you want, you could try and break it. That might work. Let me just get these shavings up. But the other great thing that these 45s come with is the number 8 blade. And that's actually a splitter blade. It goes in there like that and drops down. So you set it to the depth that you want it. In this case, I wanted to cut through this little piece here. Once you've got it set, then you just use it like a normal plane. And there you have it. Then with this piece, pop it back in the vise, plane that tongue off. And there you have it. One piece of timber, in fact 2 pieces of timber, 2 strops, and no sawing. Now bearing in mind, obviously, if you're in the workshop, yes, you use a bandsaw, it's a lot quicker. But the idea of this particular project with the in-house Inside Unplugged edition is to show you ways you can still do woodwork that may not be what you think of immediately, but it is possible. Well, I think of it. If you've got an old woman's tooth, you can do exactly the same as what I did with the Stanley. Just route down halfway or just under halfway on both sides. If you've got a fence, make sure you've got a fence on there. And then if you have to, you could saw that last bit, or you could just run a knife down there. It really doesn't matter, but you get the same result. And you can do that on basically any width of board. And there's no sawing, no dust in the atmosphere, and that's what you end up with, shavings.